What is going on with Doom Eternal's multiplayer? Okay, so recently, if you've been paying attention to the channel, I recently did a video about Doom's multiplayer called Doom Eternal Has No Multiplayer. It obviously has a multiplayer mode. To answer some questions and comments that I've had, I decided to make this little video here. Really just answer some of those comments and just talk about some of these things, some of these problems here the Doom fan base is having with Doom. One from an actual friend of mine saying, also this game does have multiplayer, bro. In the last video I did go to acknowledge, yes, Doom has a multiplayer mode. It is called Battle Mode. It's not the classic multiplayer mode of any games nowadays or anything like that. It's multiplayer, to say the least, but it's not good multiplayer. It's called Battle Mode. It's 2 demons versus 1 slayer, and they fight for a few rounds. I don't like it. You might like it, and I'm sure people do. See, I found some videos here on just typing in Doom Eternal multiplayer. Shout out to Wrecker, and he seems to like it, just based on his titles, and I pulled up one of his videos. But it also comes across as if it's like he's a little bit trying to teach how the mode works. It really feels like a sponsored video, and I'm not trying to start a fire here. Wrecker, if the video is not sponsored, that's on me. It just seems, it comes off like it's a little sponsored. It's a well done video. The first one that I watched, which is Doom's new multiplayer mode, is not. This guy right here, Doom, Clean Prince Gaming, says that Doom Eternal is a flawed masterpiece. Now, I watched this video a couple times here. I haven't stopped on the part where he talks about the multiplayer. I'm not going to play his content on my channel so that you guys, shout out to him if you guys want to check his video out. Then go check it out. You see where it's at, obviously, right here, what it's called. The channel's Clean Prince Gaming. And he's saying that Doom Eternal is a flawed masterpiece. He's saying that he likes Doom. He wanted Doom to be just Doom 2016 and that was it, and remain like that and not do anymore. But he's okay with the fact that they did because he really does like it. He does have an issue with the game. The multiplayer he doesn't really like the multiplayer a whole lot either. He obviously goes through some positives and negatives about the multiplayer. The multiplayer on Doom normally is classic TDM or deathmatch in general, where it's slayers as slayers, not demons, slayers fighting each other with weapons with arena shooter style gameplay. Doom 2016 did that. They did that pretty good to some people not. I liked it. I loved it a lot, but they didn't do that this time around, and that is causing, no pun intended, but that's causing some hell on earth. It's silly because here, I'll just go through some comments here. I have this other video pulled up by Acid Glow where he's playing Doom Eternal Battle Mode review. Is it good? How to improve the multiplayer? He obviously states some issues with matchmaking, stuff like that, and goes through what he likes about it, what he doesn't like about it. I think generally what I'm getting overall, and on a lot of these videos that I have and haven't checked out, I haven't checked out some. A lot of these videos that I have checked out, it very much seems like everyone is on the same boat. Well, generally everyone's on the same boat of why not just put classic deathmatch, classic TDM. And this guy's comments, he has some comments over here on Acid Glow video. Laughing at Nothing here has a comment that really makes me wonder what they're doing over at Bethesda and everything. Like, it makes me genuinely curious what they've got going on over here. Laughing at Nothing says, I personally have a theory about TDM. I think ID are going to reboot Quake next, and it's possible that they want to distinguish Quake from Doom and multiplayer, as Quake is predominantly multiplayer. Hold on, I'm gonna go from there in a minute, but let's read all the comments here. Possibly, says Acid Glow, they already rebooted Quake, but hardly anybody plays it, as they did a horrible job marketing it. That's called Quake Champions for any of you that haven't played it. It is a fun game. At Drebin, it's not really a reboot, it's more of a prequel, I believe. It really is good in my opinion, but you're correct, the marketing was absolutely lackluster. Marketing, yes, was lackluster. It is a reboot, I believe. If you want a new fast-paced multiplayer, check out Diabolical. I played Diabolical, the alpha. It is a fun game. I don't think it compares to Doom and Quake multiplayer. I'm not shitting on them right now. We're going on. Laughing at Nothing says, I would personally love a Quake reboot in the vein of Quake 1 with Stark Castle's Lovecraftian setting, not like Quake 2 or 4. Again, Laughing at Nothing, Quake Champions exists. I think Champions is fun enough, but I do agree the settings of the maps could use a return to the roots. Yes, I am not good at multiplayer games, so I did enjoy Champions, but I think the game failed to capture a casual audience. Okay, so he knows about Champions. I guess he doesn't like Champions. Unlike me, most people don't try after they lose almost every time. I love arena shooters, but I suck at Quake Champions, and I can say that it does have a point there. Quake Champions for a casual person, like when I was just getting back into PC shooters and stuff like that, or getting into PC gaming in general, when I was a casual kind of PC player, it was hard to get in. Theory, I've been waiting for this and never played Quake Champions since PC exclusive. I want a new Quake for consoles. 100% Quake it got really big on consoles and console tournaments. PC LAN tournaments and stuff existed as well, but like Quake 64 and stuff like that, or Quake 4 on Nintendo 64, whichever one it is. I might be wrong about that, don't hate me for it, but either way, the Quake on Nintendo 64, really big with tournaments. I've been waiting for this. I never played Quake Champions. In the Joe Rogan interview, Hugo said that he's playing all the Quake games recently, so I feel like this is definitely going to happen. I watched the Joe Rogan interview. He did say that he has been playing the Quake games and stuff like that, but here's my thing. In the Joe Rogan interview, Hugo Martin consistently tells Joe, because Joe keeps wondering where he calls it dueling, 1v1ing. Where the dueling is, he wants to fight the other players. He doesn't want to fight the demons or players as demons. He wants to fight other players as slayers. Hugo Martin consistently, you could see the worried look on his face too, because I feel like they probably know they're going to catch a little flack for this, and oh boy, you better be ready for the flack. You don't almost single-handedly thrust multiplayer into everybody's face by almost single-handedly contributing to the uprise of multiplayer games. You don't do that and then go and neglect your multiplayer fan base. You just don't. So Hugo, shout out to you for being a real trooper, man. Feel bad for you. You shouldn't have done that. And I'm not telling people, this is not me, and let me put a disclaimer out there, this is not me saying, go on Twitter and make him, piss him off and blah 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 and be mean to him. No, don't do that. If you're a good person, don't do that. People are still going to do it anyways. And then on top of that, I would say go to Twitter and at least tell him that you're upset that it has no multiplayer. Just don't be mean about it. Just don't be a bad person about it. It's neither here nor there. You don't have to do it. This is no call to action. I don't care what you do at the end of the day after you leave this video, and I absolve all responsibility past this statement. Anyways, going back to the Joe Rogan interview, Hugo Martin makes a point to keep saying, well, we have Quake Champions. We have Quake Champions for multiplayer. We have Quake Champions. Don't make me bring up the Steam charts again, Hugo. You don't have Quake Champions. Quake Champions is a failure so far. Quit. I don't mean to be a dick, and I know I come across that way a lot in my videos, and people tell me in the comments, they don't tell me I'm a dick, but I can tell by the way the comments seem or are worded. There's just, you can tell that internet tone, that keyboard warrior tone when someone doesn't agree with what you're saying at all, and they don't like it. And I get it. I understand 100%. I do come off as a dick, but that's just because I'm very, very forward with what I'm saying. I'm not hating on the game. I'm not hating on Hugo Martin. I'm not hating on Joe Rogan. I'm not hating on anybody out there at all. I love everybody. Nothing but love for me. But that was a bad mistake to throw in battle mode instead of anything else. I said it in the last video, I'm gonna say it again. You do not mess up something. They felt like they messed up the Doom multiplayer, and some people agree, some people don't. I don't. I liked it. You don't mess up the Doom multiplayer. If that's what you think you did, you don't mess it up and give up on it. When a game is bad or something in a game is bad, what do you do, kids? Say it with me. Fix it. You fix it. You fix it and you keep it in the game. I love Doom Eternal. Let me also say that. I love Doom Eternal. I'm having a blast on Doom Eternal. Be sure to come over to twitch.tv/Zenith Darksky if you want to see some premium Nightmare Mode Doom Eternal gameplay. It's a fantastic game and I love it. The multiplayer is trash. I played about 3 rounds. I can't do it anymore. We're going to go back to my comments real quick just to show you that people are sad that this multiplayer is gone. I have a guy here, Mozam Shmikia. Such a shame. I literally found out the day it came out. There was no TDM and I barely see anyone talking about it. Battle mode got fast as fuck. I love Doom 2016 multi. I replied, and I'll read those replies in a minute. I agree with what he's saying. I miss TDM and everything like that. But where he says, I barely see anyone talking about battle mode, that's something that I noticed. I don't know if it's because Hugo Martin felt like he was gonna get shit, so he's trying to just alleviate as much of the shit as he could get by just not talking about it, and just anywhere I looked about Doom multiplayer, it would bring up battle mode. It wouldn't say Doom doesn't have traditional multiplayer. I'm sure there are some articles that say that, so don't sit here and be like, actually, this Polygon one does, or this Kotaku one does. I don't care, dude. I don't care. What I'm saying is all the videos and everything that I saw marketable and that they did market didn't say, we don't have a classic multiplayer. They said, a new multiplayer mode. They never said, I might be wrong, but as far as I remember on any videos or press things or anything, they never once said, we don't have classic multiplayer in this one. We have a new mode. They said, they just said, we have a new mode. Battle mode. It left me thinking constantly, where's battle mode? Where's multiplayer? Where's multiplayer? And that's why I put out a video the day before when I finally realized it doesn't have a multiplayer. I didn't have the game in my hands yet to know for sure. I just knew it doesn't have a regular classic Doom multiplayer. It has battle mode. And that sickens me. That pisses me off. This is why it pisses me off. It's not quite false advertising. It really feels like it. it feels like we've been lied to a little bit, because you kept saying there's a battle mode. There are people in my comments and other video comments that had no idea there was no regular multiplayer. ID, Bethesda, they had no idea. They just thought, oh, Doom Eternal is gonna have multiplayer plus this new battle mode. You did not make that clear enough. So I said I played 3 rounds of battle mode and I don't intend on going back, and that remains to be true. I'm not going back to battle mode. I'm gonna keep playing Doom Eternal, and I'll probably play it 3 or 4 times in a row. Single player is fantastic. Battle mode is fucking trash. Take it out of the game. You're gonna piss off about 5 people by taking it out of the game. So go ahead and piss them off and just take it out. That way you can focus on single player DLC, because when these guys come up with stuff to throw at you for multiplayer DLC, it's gonna be trash unless it's a classic deathmatch mode. Anyways, he says, all my friends took a turn as Slayer and I got bored as fuck. You think they'll add TDM as DLC? And this is what I said to him. Unfortunately, I don't think they will. There's always a chance, but I firmly believe that what we got here is final, and no amount of outrage will probably change it. I hate it as much as you, man. The only thing I can think of to do is let them know on Twitter and make everybody stop playing battle mode so that they understand. And if there's any call to action that you take away from this video, the only one I'll take responsibility for is don't play battle mode. You don't have to say a damn word to them. Just don't play battle mode, and it'll help. I specifically bought this game for an arena shooter, but then found out after I bought it that it has no multiplayer, and I bought the digital copy, so can't get my money back. Now to you, Bruce Clemens, thank you for the comment, brother. I appreciate the comment. I did reply to him. I said, damn, man, I'm sorry. I figured it out pretty late, or else I would have recorded and uploaded this a lot earlier to hopefully prevent some of that. It genuinely disappoints me knowing this doesn't have a regular multiplayer. I want to talk to you directly for a second here. Depending where you bought it, wherever you bought it from, you might be able to get a refund if you haven't put too much time into it, man. Steam, I believe, is like 2 hours. If you don't put 2 hours into the game, you can get a refund. Get a refund, brother. People feel misled. They feel like you did them dirty. Here we have Fallback. He says, I agree the multiplayer is legit, and it would have been nice to have another one. I didn't reply or anything to that. I just liked it, hearted it, because I agree. This guy right here says, one multiplayer mode at launch with a handful of characters and only 3 players per match with a small map to fit. It's not really much of anything, to be honest. Hard to see why they would have thought this would be raved about. They continuously was like, try battle mode. We put a lot of time into battle mode. Battle mode's innovative and blah blah blah. It's not innovative, it's trash. You took your demon system from Doom 2016, threw in some extra strategic elements like summoning and stuff like that with abilities, threw in a Slayer and made them fight. It's not innovative, it's lazy. Another one here says, I hate when people go play Quake Champions, as if like 90% of gamers are on console. There's a lot of gamers on PC. Whack 'em. And this is on, to remind you guys, this is on Acid Glow's video, Doom Eternal Battle Mode Review. Is it good? How to improve the multiplayer. But I do agree. Not everybody can play Quake Champions. Not everybody wants to play Quake Champions. There are some people saying that they enjoy it, and that's good. This one says, I'm a huge fan of it so far and have enjoyed playing as the Slayer. Would love deathmatch in a survival mode, though. This guy says, shout out to all the geniuses who complained about the multiplayer in last Doom. It wasn't perfect, but it was a lot more fun than this crap, for sure. Someone says, all they said is, I wanted team deathmatch. I want my good old team deathmatch. It's ridiculous how many people wanted team deathmatch, wanted the normal multiplayer mode. If you guys get this to id Software or Bethesda or anybody, you guys get them to see this. And I'm not saying that share my video around so that they can see it. If they see that people don't like it, including content creators and stuff, they might do something about it. The game only came out. They might be able to save this. So all I'm asking you guys is, do not go on Twitter and say, I fucking hate you, or I'm gonna fucking kill you, or blah blah blah. That's not my responsibility. If you do that, do not do that. Don't hate Hugo Martin. Don't hate id Software. Don't hate Bethesda. They were simply afraid, is what it seems like. All I'm saying is, maybe go on Twitter, tag all of them and say, we want multiplayer. That's all you have to do. Just go do it. That's my version of my hashtag, my trending thing that I want you guys to do. Go to Twitter, tag id Software, Bethesda, and Doom, and say, we want multiplayer. Don't elaborate on how much you hate them and stuff like that. Just say, we want multiplayer. That's all I've got for you. Maybe they'll see that, and if you don't play battle mode, that will also show them, oh man, our multiplayer mode this time is really fucking shit in the bed, dude. Don't play Quake Champions to alleviate this issue. We want Doom multiplayer, not Quake Champions. We want Doom multiplayer. If you make a new Quake with multiplayer, maybe that'll be fine. Maybe that'll cover for it, but we want a new Doom multiplayer until then. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. If you did, remember to leave a thumbs up if you agree with me, or in the comments down below, tell me why you don't agree with me if you don't. If you do like battle mode, tell me why you like the battle mode in the comments below. I'm open to liking this mode. I just don't so far, and I probably won't give it another chance unless I see an overwhelming amount of people say, no, give it another chance. I promise it's good. I promise you'll like it if you just give it another chance. Then maybe. Hit that sub button if you want to see some more. If you want more hot takes like this, because 92% of people are not subbed to me, and that makes me very, very sad. Again, thank you guys. Share the video around. Maybe we can build some hype for an actual multiplayer mode in Doom. And I'll see you guys in the next video.